On today's video, I am going to share with you a powerful strategy that can help you truly be able to break through if you implement this. Now, it's not so much a strategy as an awareness, opening your mind to something that so many people do. So many, the majority of people do this. And I was terrible for this. I used to do it all of the time and occasionally still do until I catch myself. Now everybody's wondering, what is it? And I'm going to tell you in a minute. But first of all, for those of you that don't know me, I am Harriet Bratt, and here is a quick intro. Back. So what is this thing? It is constantly allowing yourself to be focused or to be thinking about other people's situations, circumstances, journey. Now, what do I mean? So often we can become consumed by needing to be right, by having an opinion about something and having to push that opinion until you win, if you like. Now, even more than this, sometimes when we perhaps don't get our own way, or we think something is crazy, it's ridiculous, and it might not actually be anything to do with us, and it doesn't affect our life in any way, and yet we still feel that need to jump in and express our opinion and why that way is the right way. And guys, I want you to write this down in the comments box below. And for those of you that don't watch my channel, we do this because it helps to instill the learning. It helps you to remember what I am sharing with you on this video, but more than that, retain it so that you are much more likely to implement it. Because of course, knowledge is not power. Implemented knowledge is power. So as I was saying, we have this need to be right or to go and gossip about how someone else is living their life or is on their journey. Oh, hold on. Just pause for this funky lorry making some noise behind us. Let's walk in the opposite direction. So we feel that we have this need to express our opinion and that ours is the right way. Well, as I was just saying, write this in the comments box. There is no right or wrong. And as soon as I say that, some of you are like, well, of course there is. This is right and this is wrong and this is law, this is legal, whatever you might be thinking. But who created those laws? But more than that, on a day-to-day basis. Now, I'm sure that we can all agree that we could probably categorize something like murder into that's wrong, that's not right. But when it comes to day-to-day, perhaps let's even think of cooking your Sunday roast. How many of you have been cooking a meal and a friend comes round and they have to say, oh no, you put the onions in after. Don't do that then, or whatever it might be. That's a very, very generic example there, but I'm just trying to give you something that everybody can relate to. Or vice versa, you go over to a friend's house, and even perhaps parents out there, think about your kids. You know, you have your particular way of raising your children, and when you see other parents doing something, you think, oh, why on earth would they do that? But let me ask you this, what is right or wrong? It's just how you do it. And I really believe, and I'm coming to see, that there is no right or wrong. It's just different. We just have different ways of doing things. And I not wasted, because everything's a lesson and everything is learning, but I spent so much time playing over scenarios in my head as to why on earth they did it that way and they're not doing it my way. And as soon as you start to relax and just allow people to do things in their own way and focus, put your focus into what you're doing, follow your journey, your path, your story. Stop spending time thinking about how and why other people should be doing things a different way, because it doesn't, what we resist persists. And it isn't, I'm not going to go back around there, the lorry's still there being pretty noisy. I'm going to go back towards the love truck. It doesn't make you feel very good thinking about it. And we can spend all this time over-analyzing, overthinking, and yet they still do it their way anyway. So be the difference that you want to make. Do things that feel right to you. Do what you're aligned with, but don't force it on anybody else. And don't spend time focusing or questioning why they did it that way in the first place, because it doesn't help anyone. And it just puts you into an over-analytical state of mind. So focus on you, focus on your journey. Remember, as I share in my other videos, what you focus on expands, or some of you know the quote, and write this below if you don't know it. Just instill that learning, keep it, lock it in your head. It'd help if I get it right, wouldn't it? Where focus goes, energy flows and results show. So pour your focus into your journey. Don't be like me. Don't get distracted having a need to try and control how other people do things. Let it go. Focus on you. Focus on what you can control and just allow what you can't. Respond. Take charge of how you respond to what you cannot control. And I'm not quite there yet. This is something that I'm still really working on and really growing in. But when you just allow other people to have their journey and you just stay in your own lane and focus completely on what you're doing, your productivity improves, your levels of happiness improve, you become stronger, you become more confident, and therefore the way you behave, the way you act changes, and therefore your results change. Your results improve when you start just pouring your focus into what you're doing and not worrying about what other people are doing. Anyway, that's it on today's video, guys. I will be back tomorrow because, of course, I am committed to doing daily videos of inspiration, education, and motivation. Why? So that we can rise together. Guys, remember to subscribe, hit that bell for your notifications, and I'll see you tomorrow.